The funding announcement has made this expansion concrete. Holes are in the ground being drilled, and as Mayor Nenshi says, this train has officially left the station. For State News File, I'm Andrea Ferrari. The city of Calgary implemented many new safety precautions, which included 130 new rapid flash beacons and over 60 traffic calming measures, all in hopes of bringing down the number of pedestrian accidents. Calgary Police Services say identity fraud can happen to anyone, and to never keep things like birth certificate or SIN number on you at any time. And if you're ever worried that something has been lost or stolen, to contact the police immediately. There's only 5 days left of campaigning, and advanced polling have already received hundreds of thousands of votes from Albertans, so all candidates are busy at work. Well, Brooke, right now I'm standing here in the alleyway just behind the 100th block of 15th Street Northwest in Kensington, where it was confirmed today in an autopsy that Jordan Moore was found with a fatal gunshot wound.
It's a fantastic neighborhood. I've been here for 30 years, so that's the closest anything like this has happened. But
neighbors backing onto the alley where the man was found shot are shocked that something of this nature would happen in the area of Kensington. The man was discovered at around 12:10 a.m. and taken to Foothills Hospital, where he later died. Around 7 p.m. last night, police were called to the wooded area behind the Best Buy of West Hills Shopping Center, where they conducted an active investigation, which was later confirmed to be linked to the fatal shooting. They have continued to monitor the area all night and into today, and have now also blocked off the parking lot of the Richmond Hill Baptist Church. But for people back in the neighborhood, they still can't believe what happened there.
No issues, a little bit with the homeless guys on the corner there, but they're pretty quiet too. They do their thing over there and they disappear and they come back the next day. Other than that, you couldn't find a quieter street. Yeah, I've been here for almost 30 years. Biggest reason why I bought here was because it's so quiet.
Brooke, police have now confirmed they have 2 suspects in custody in connection with the suspicious death, and they are now executing a number of search warrants across the city. Police also say there is no threat to the public. Back to you, Brooke. Here in Canada, government and advocacy groups are working to prevent it altogether. It's a real challenge at Canadian universities and colleges, where there are often a lot of young women from abroad. Students coming from other countries often are not aware of all the laws in Canada to protect them against acts of sexual violence. So informing them before an incident happens eliminates some of that risk. Here at SAIT, the Students' Union is working hard to ensure the proper resources are in place to keep all students safe. It can be a little scary for women to be alone on campus, especially if it's later on at night or they're in a secluded area. SAIT and SAITSA have been working hard with the Canadian government to ensure proper policies are being implemented on campuses across Canada so everyone can feel safe.
We have created a standard of sexual violence policies. Right now, there's a mandate that all schools have to have sexual violence policies, but there's no standard. So it's different at Alberta University of the Arts, it's different at SAIT, it's different at U of C, it's different at SAMRU, it's different at U of C, it's different all over the place. We need a standard. We need to make sure one student is protected and they're all protected the same way.
Kohler is the VP External for SAITSA and is part of a lobbying group that has come up with 10 standards to prevent sexual violence. If all goes well, the hope is these policies will be brought into all post-secondary schools here in Alberta. But while that is in the works here at SAIT, they have also been working on updating their sexual violence policies to ensure the proper standards are being met. International student Isabella Cancino says she appreciated when one of her teachers approached her personally to let her know of all the services available to keeping her safe.
Promote all these services during the year, because an emergency or a sexual assault can happen anytime. Could happen at the beginning of the semester, in Halloween, Christmas, I don't know. So I think there's a lot of spaces to promote those things or to approach to students, maybe send an email.
If you are ever unsure of the services SAITSA provides, check out their app called SAIT Alert, which has plenty of ways to keep you safe on and off campus. For SAIT News File, I'm Andrea Ferrari. The extreme cold weather has caused many burst pipes for homeowners and businesses around Calgary, keeping Calgary fire crews very busy. Fire and utility crews have been receiving about. Most Calgarians avoid going outside when it's below -20, which begs the question, would you bike during the cold winter months? Calgary is hosting the Winter Cycling Congress, where people from across the world come together to share their passion to pedal in the cold.